This is Davidson up over the halfway. Davidson back on the infield. He's got Speechley with him. Speechley's got Russell there. Russell's got loads of pace. Russell scampering away, puts it down under the post, and Cronulla lead by 4 points to 0.
We think it's inside the last 30 seconds. Barry Russell gets around Barwick. He's heading under the post. Great try. And what a victory for Cronulla in front of a big home crowd of just under 15,000.
An absolutely scintillating try, showing all the pace and footwork and skill at his disposal. He's an excellent little player.
We love telling stories on The Fan, and right now, former Cronulla half Barry Russell, welcome to The Fan.
Vossi, great to see you, mate.
Where's the moustache gone, first
Mate,
of all?
I lost it years ago, mate.
Did you?
It just used to make me look a bit older, so I've gone for a more youthful look, you know.
Ditched it. Now, I hope you take this with respect. I'm going to say your career, Barry,
Yep.
you weren't there for a long time, you were there for a good time.
Yeah.
76 games, but boy, you had some moments.
Impact.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Good times. I
Yep.
played a lot of lower grades.
Yep.
For the Sharks, a local junior, came through the, you know, all the rep teams and things.
Yep.
And yeah, great times.
You came through at the same time as a golden crop. Top of that list, someone like Andrew Eddiehouse. Same age, aren't you?
Exactly.
As ET.
Yeah, same age.
Same looks.
He's got grey hair and I've got none. So, but, you know, that's life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was great times.
Yeah.
A whole batch of us got signed by the Sharks, 10 of us on 2 grand scholarships.
Is that right?
Docking,
Wow.
Stewie Raper, E.T.
$2,000.
$2,000 scholarships.
Everyone got it.
And everyone got it. And
Yep.
in the year that they paid the players half payment because they couldn't afford it,
Yeah, tough times, yes.
we got the whole 2 grand.
Right.
Please.
You're only a little bloke.
Yep.
Tell the truth.
Yeah.
1985, when you played that first game, can you remember what you were when you hopped on the scales?
Would have been about 74 kilos.
74 kilos.
Yeah, and bricks. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, yeah, there was a lot of fear.
Yes.
So when you're scared, you run fast. So
Right.
I tapped into that, you know?
Look, your career, and it's a story of a lot of footy players, a lot of injuries as well.
Yeah.
You know, when we talk about a shorter career, but the grind of, you tell me if I'm wrong, a couple of shoulder recos?
Yeah, yep, couple of recos on the shoulders.
Knee?
Knee reco.
Where
yeah.
else we got? What other part of the body?
Thumb reco, you
Yes.
know, and I mean, it's part and parcel of
Yeah.
what you do, you know, but I'd do it all again. I'd love to.
But for the style of play you are, for a little bloke
Yeah.
hurting your shoulders, and you got to defend, that would be tough.
I used to hide in the second line. The old second line of defence back in the day was gold, you know.
You need the Mark McGaw shoulder pads.
Yep, Mark McGaw shoulder pads and just launch myself in and hope to God I stop them, you know, so...
Yeah. 1988's the big year.
It was.
Okay, 1988
Huge.
is a huge year.
Yeah.
Barry Russell,
Yeah.
23-year-old, wins Player of the Year. And there's more to the story. It was called the Rothmans Medal there.
It was, yeah.
You missed, what, 5, 6 matches that season?
I missed the first 5 rounds,
Yeah.
so didn't get any points for the first 5, and then I made it back into first grade round 6. So that's where the run started, you know.
It's the occasion when League's tough men swap their tracksuits for tuxedos and have a night on the town. For many, the year is over. Others must take it easy, like medal favourite Gavin Miller. But the Sharks' playmaker was edged out by a teammate.
From Cronulla Sutherland is Barry Russell.
And I rang my fiancée up and I said, look, I've got an invitation to the Rothmans, isn't that fantastic? She said, oh, bull you have. Will somebody please come with me and explain that I've tried to tell her that I've won it? A way I could cut this medal up into 13 pieces, I would, because every one of the teammates at Cronulla there, you know, they deserve a piece of this because, you know, without them I couldn't have got here.
Let's talk about the Rothmans Medal night.
Yeah.
The Player of the Year night. Hell of a suit.
Yeah.
Higher suit, obviously.
It was a hire suit. It was recommended by the hire lady, and
She saw you coming.
I'm sure it was a stitch up. I had white tails and a bright blue cummerbund and bow
White
tie.
tails?
Please.
White tails? Who wears tails?
And I rocked up, and everyone else was black and white. So I'm going, oh, yeah, I've been Rogered here,
Yeah.
100%.
Okay, and there's
Yeah.
more to the story on the awards night.
Yeah.
You spend more time out of the room as the count's going on than in the room.
I did, yeah. So we'd had a few beers, and I'd organised with Rugby League Week to do a photo shoot in an ice cream parlour on downstairs.
Out of convenience, because you weren't going along to win the award, were you?
No, that's right. I had no idea. So I was just there,
yeah.
just having a few drinks with all the boys, having a big night.
Sure.
So I just took off, and I'm in eating ice cream sundaes and getting photos taken. And the first count happened, and I was nowhere to be seen.
Yep.
So that's when I took off, and then after that I'd been gone. The second count came, and I'd popped up into the top 3.
But you're not in the room.
I'm not in the room. People are looking for me, and then the second count happened, and I'm still not there.
Yes.
I'm down just tucking into this big ice cream sundae.
Right,
Happy days.
You'd spill it on the higher seat. You
And
wouldn't
so
get your
then
bond back.
I just cruised back up, and they go, where you been? You know, and I said, just downstairs, you know, all good. And then I'm going, I'm up in the top half a dozen. This is looking all right, you know.
Yeah.
But, the way it unfolded, you know, Gavin Miller and myself from the same team, obviously, we're neck and neck, but I still didn't think I'd win it, you know.
There you got rings on here, and there's life members, but part of the Rothmans Medal night is one of the rings you have.
Well, that's the tie-pin.
Oh, OK.
So I made it into a ring because I like rings, you know.
So you got the Rothmans Medal around the neck.
Yep.
And they give you a Rothmans Medal tie-pin, do they?
Correct. And when they handed it to me, they said, well, this is very valuable. Make sure you take care of it. No. So I gave the tie-pin, which I thought was the most valuable thing, to my CEO, Donna Burke.
Yes. And
said, look after it. It's valuable, right?
Right, the tie-pin.
The tie-pin. And so the medal came out on the drink with me, and I ended up at the bourbon and beefsteak, and the medal's getting handed around the whole room. It's on the dance floor, getting swung around. Outstanding.
Yes.
It came back, had a bit of a scratch on it, you know. And, then I finished there at daylight and got in a cab and made my way home.
As you did. That was back in the day.
And then I found out it's actual metal that was worth a hell of a lot of money, not the tie-pin. So,
damn, that's
anyway,
little detail there.
Yeah, it was good time, good night.
That's 1988. By 1991, that's to be your last season. You're 26.
Yeah.
You're 26.
Yeah.
The last game that you play is against Canterbury.
Yep.
Did you know that was going to be your last game in first grade when you played that game in 1991?
No, I didn't. You know, like rugby league takes twists and turns, you know. But yeah, it ended up being my last game. Belmore Oval, we were ahead, thought we were going to win, and we got beat.
We often find when we do the fold-out chair that, and I've said this many times, the players that the fans really respect are the one club men, and you were at one club, you were a Cronulla man.
Yeah.
But I think they also like the little blokes.
Yeah.
You know, like they, because we don't have a whole lot of little blokes these days in the game, but you, 74 kilos.
Yeah.
You know, you've got to be proud of what you achieved in a game with some pretty tough nuts you were playing around.
Yeah, it was
I know
hard.
the game was changing, but
it was very physical back then, and being a small guy, being able to hide in the second line was preserved me a bit, you know. You can't do that these days.
Yeah.
But I reckon the ball boys these days would be heavier than me, you know, playing at 74 kilos, let me tell you. I couldn't imagine playing now. I'd get absolutely used as a toothpick, you know.
So sum it up. Sum it up. You, as you sit here now and you now work for Harvey Norman and you still love the game of rugby league, but do you look back thinking, OK, 76 games, I could have done a whole lot more, or you look back and say, I'm really wrapped in what I achieved?
Oh, look,
And a player of the year, of course.
Yeah, look, I'm just totally wrapped with my career and the experience I had and the friends I've made and the contribution I've been able to make to the club, you know. And the club for me, it was something I dreamt of doing, is playing for Cronulla, and it's given me so much. And you know, I support Fitzy and the team, and I'll always support the club and be there to help it wherever I can, you know. But great times, great years, and I'd do it all again, let me tell you. I'd love to do it all again.
Well, it's been great talking, Barry.
Yeah,
but
boss.
I almost feel like we should throw a line in here, but what a spot, eh?
Let's go for a swim.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great Cronulla halfback, Barry Russell. I'm a fan.
Thank you, Bossy. Cheers.